Hi Aries, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your July 2024 General Tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of the month of July. Now, if you haven't already looked at those mid-year 2024 check-ins, which was a look back from January until June, I will leave the link below, as well as those summer solstice tarot readings for all of the 12 signs. I will also leave the link below. Those will cover from June until December of 2024. So literally the entire year, I have done the readings, tapped into the energies to see what you have gone through and what you are looking forward to. So definitely check in with those. I think those are a great way for you to assess where you're at in the year. If you haven't already subscribed to Scorpio Soul Time Aries, I would love if you would. Thank you to each and every one of you who take the time to watch my videos, comment, share. I appreciate each and every one of you. For any of you all who want further guidance and astrological guidance, feel free to visit my website at scorpiosoultime.com. I also do personal tarot readings. The link is below. All right, you all, let's get going. You start off the first week of July with the Six of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles. Second week of July finds you with the Two of Wands, as well as the Six of Wands. Third week of July, Seven of Swords, as well as the Temperance card. Major Arcana here, Sagittarius energy. And you end July with the Chariot card, Cancerian energy there in the reverse, Major Arcana, and the Five of Pentacles. So interesting that you start off on a really high note with that Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and then something kind of happens here towards the end of the month, which is kind of interesting with that Seven of Swords, and you're ending with this Five of Pentacles. So we will take a look at that. Let's go ahead and pull a card representing the energy you are bringing into the month of July. Spirit, if you can send Aries a card, and there you go. And you all have, look at that, Ace of Wands. Now that's some pretty fiery energy there, Aries. And with you all being a fire sign, I do think that this is definitely lending itself to some type of major news could have happened back in June, which really ignited you, which really gave you this burst of being able to get out there, courage, some type of opportunity could have come up. And if it didn't come up in the month of June, it could be coming up here in July. This is just the energy that you're bringing into this month, and it definitely could be something that you have been waiting for a while, Aries. So I'm really happy to see that. Hopefully this has already started to fruition, or you're starting to have conversations about it. But if not, maybe it will come up here mid-July, because I do see that Two of Wands and Six of Wands, some type of congratulatory news. So that could come up mid-month. So happy to see that for you. So let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card for the month of July. Spirit, if you can send Aries a card oracle message for this month. And you have the Knight of Water. So it says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So you all could be getting some type of news this month regarding where it is that you have maybe been putting your energy from a emotional and romantic standpoint. From many of you all, this could mean some good news comes in from a loved one, or if you've been eyeing someone and you have been interested in getting to know them, this could be a great month for you. I'm looking over your cards and I don't see, except for that Six of Cups and that Five of Pentacles, other people in your reading, and both of those are leading more towards money and kind of like emotional. That Six of Cups is the only one that's like emotional well-being, maybe from the past. So don't be surprised if someone does come in from your past, but I definitely think this is more you feeling emotionally connected this month, which is really beautiful to see, Aries. So you all are a fire sign who usually don't have a lot of watery energy. So I do think that your emotional side could come through this month, which is kind of nice to see. All right, so looking over the month, Aries, you're starting off the Six of Cups and Page of Pentacles. There could be someone from your past that brings some news to you. It could be a job offer or someone talking about a possibility of making more money, or some type of financial conversations could come up that first week. But I do think that your best week here looks like that second week of the month, when we have that Two of Wands and Six of Wands. During this time, you could be receiving some congratulatory news, some accolades. Possibly you have been strategizing on how to build up your wealth, and you are being recognized for something great during the second or third week of the month. Now, here's where the shift occurs. When I see this Seven of Swords here and this Five of Pentacles, and balancing and not feeling like you're on track with that Chariot in reverse, third and fourth week of the month, pay attention to who you're talking to. Make sure you're not divulging too much of your information. It does feel like that Seven of Swords, someone could be stealing some ideas or just using them for their benefit. So keep some things close to the vest that third and fourth week of the month. And by the time you're ending the month, it does feel like you're not quite sure about your finances, not quite sure of how your job is going. So we will look at that as we get to that week, but that's kind of like a broad overview of the month of July. So let's go week by week, Aries. So we came out of June with Saturn retrograding on June 29th. We come into July with Neptune now retrograding as well, both in the sign of Pisces. So Neptune and Saturn both in Pisces, and then Mercury enters Leo on the 2nd, and you have a new moon in Cancer on the 5th. During this time, I do feel like there are some lessons to be learned. It could be from someone who is from your past who comes to bring this information to you. There could be you and a partner or you and a friend get together from your past, and you all start talking and realize, oh, I'm looking for a job. Someone at a certain place. They're looking for the exact job that you're looking for. It's something like that that could happen with that Page of Pentacles. So that's really beautiful to see. And I do think that new moon in Cancer is asking you to emotionally connect with someone during the first few weeks of the month. And this could bring some really good prosperity news this month, Aries. So if someone invites you out of the blue, to lunch or to get coffee, just know those conversations could go really well, okay? Now, by the time we get to the second week of the month, this is the one I'm telling you I think is going to be your most positive month, or excuse me, your most positive week of the month, because once we get to the 11th, we do have Venus entering Leo. And then by the time we get to the 18th, the Sun in Cancer, sextile Uranus in Taurus, so family prosperity news could come in. But I do feel like some of you all have been wishing and planning for this. This doesn't feel like just an out of the blue occurrence. This feels like you have been working, busting your hump to get forward in your company, or your business has been trying to get this certain client and now you finally landed them. It's that type of news that feels like it reaches you mid-month. Some type of accolades could come forth, a promotion could come forth, something here that you have been wishing for and planning for finally fruitions. And if it doesn't all come out the second week of July, just know this is in the works. Like, it could come out later on in the month or even into August, but at least this is something that if you have been planning and working hard for, it is on the way, okay? Now, by the time you reach the third week of July, this is when we have Mars entering Gemini on the 20th. We have that second Capricorn full moon on the 21st, and then the sun enters Leo on the 22nd. During this week, really pay attention to people you are meeting. Make sure you are not getting so consumed with all the optics of how things look, because it feels like you need some type of balance, and it feels like someone is trying to get kind of cozy with you just to get more information, or possibly trying to steal ideas or trying to get intel. So just pay attention to where you are at. Make sure that you're not giving up information that you don't need to during that third week of the month. And I do think that sun entering Leo is going to have a big impact on all of us as a collective in terms of courage and being able to stand up to people. So you may need to use some of that third week of the month. We end the month with Mercury entering Virgo on the 25th, and then Chiron retrograde begins on the 26th. Some of you all are not feeling like you're on the same path that you would like to be on. It does feel like you are being led down possibly a different avenue than you wanted because of what happened here that third week, but it also feels like you are worrying about your career, your finances, how much money you're bringing in by the end of the month. And Spirit wants to remind you that if you can just keep the faith, keep emotionally connected, you are on the right track, but you may not feel like it. And it's just going to take some faith and moving into August for you to be able to see how this all pans out. But I do think, Aries, overall, this is a really good month for you. I just think you need to focus on where it is that you need to tap into your intuition, but also whoever you meet during this month could have a really big impact on you, possibly landing a new job or landing an important conversation with someone. And moving throughout the month, I think you're going to be okay, but you're going to have to pay attention and not get so wrapped up in how people are reacting, and pay more attention to you not divulging too much of your soul to just anyone. So overall, Aries, I hope this was a really good reading for you. Lots of messages coming through here. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the month of July, and I'll talk to you later.